Tonight, Canada marks Red Dress Day, as empty dresses indicate a nationwide crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous women, and a coronation after 70 years, and a legacy of genocide spanning over 4 centuries, as King Charles III assumes the throne. Later in the show, an upcoming business expo that connects the best Muslim minds and their desire to promote halal and healthy products.
We're introducing the regular topics in addition to new topics that we have not tapped into before.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I am Saamiyah Syed. Today is the National Day of Awareness for Indigenous women and girls. Red dresses were on display across Canada, symbolizing the lives lost. An inquiry report into the missing and murdered Indigenous women was released in 2019. The report showed that Indigenous females were 12 times more likely to be murdered or go missing than other Canadian women. The report called the crisis a genocide. The head of the Native Women's Association of Canada says the situation in the last 4 years has not improved. The House of Commons unanimously backed a motion earlier this week declaring violence against Indigenous women and girls a Canada-wide emergency. As King Charles III gets ready for his upcoming coronation on May 6th, Indigenous representatives from 12 Commonwealth countries are calling on him to apologize. They are demanding the king formally apologize for the, quote, horrifying and enduring impacts of colonization and the legacy of genocide. Indigenous representatives from 15 nations, including Canada, signed a letter titled Apology, Reparations, and Repatriation of Artifact and Remains. Indigenous Australian Senator Lydia Thorpe, who called Queen Elizabeth II a colonizer during her swearing-in ceremony in Parliament last year, is also among the signatory representatives. Buckingham Palace and the UK government have not reacted to the letter so far. The Ontario government has announced a funding of $25.5 million over the next 2 years to religious organizations to enhance security measures. A grant of up to $10,000 will be given to religious and Indigenous groups to train their staff, secure their facilities from vandalism and graffiti, and install cameras. Michael Ford, Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism, says no Ontarian should live in fear that they will be targeted because of their religion or how they worship. The National Council of Canadian Muslims welcomes the decision. The advocacy group played a vital role in pushing for the funding after a series of mosque attacks in the province. The Canadian government has summoned China's ambassador over allegations that a Chinese diplomat was part of a plot to threaten a Conservative MP. Minister of Foreign Affairs Melanie Joly said yesterday that the Canadian Security Intelligence Service has information about a diplomat targeting Conservative MP Michael Chong and his family in Hong Kong. Chong is being targeted due to his criticism of Beijing's human rights record. While addressing the House of Commons Foreign Affairs Committee yesterday morning, Joly called the situation totally unacceptable. She said the federal government is open to expelling Chinese diplomats from Canada. Please stay tuned and we'll be back after a short break. The Halal Expo Canada is coming back to Toronto this year, bigger and better than before. It brings together many businesses all under one roof to network and share market insights. And Muslim Network TV is a proud media partner for the event. Joining us now from the Halal Expo Canada to share more about the upcoming exhibition and conference is the show director and spokesperson, Brother Nasser Deeb. Welcome, Brother Nasser, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure always to be in your great channel.
Likewise. Brother Nasser, tell me about the expo generally. What is it?
As you know, we started in 2019, the first edition, and we had to wait until the COVID vanished, and we started again in 2022 with a very good comeback. It was a very successful show in terms of exhibitors and in terms of attendees. We gathered a lot of people that were interested in investing in the halal business in general. And the show, basically, it's a business to business show. Consists of different segments of the halal industry, from food, cosmetics, vitamins, services that people use in terms of banking, finance, in terms of tourism, in terms of other related services that supports the industry. So the whole ecosystem of halal lifestyle of Muslims, and then and even non-Muslims. It's a great lifestyle. Comes into one platform for the purpose of growing that business and educating the people on that business, whether they're Muslim or non-Muslim, to understand the complexity and the way it runs and the way it operates.
Mhm. I can see how it taps into a niche market right over there. Now, this is an annual exhibition here in the GTA. What makes this year's expo different than the last?
Well, the difference is we are introducing more international exposure. We have also countries that never been with us, like Jordan, UAE, Italy. That's new, and we are also bringing back the Malaysian in a bigger way, consisting of two big association with their respective exhibitors. So you're gonna find almost two and a half pavilions of Malaysia, and also we are bringing some new products that never been introduced to this market as far as halal certified products. In addition to that, we're bringing international chef to do the cooking demo from Singapore, and he's going to be showing us how to use halal to do a beautiful Singaporean cuisine and with halal based products or food. And those other things. And beside that, the conference, we introducing the regular topics in addition to new topics that we have not tapped into before. One of the topics that concern how Islamophobia impact the halal business and practices in North America. We have a very well-known speakers coming into that session. One of them is the sister. I've
Sister
got
Amia Al-Hawabi, yes.
Amira,
Yeah.
Sister Amira. She will be joining us from Arawa, coming all the way down from Arawa to do a talk and be up in the panel. Plus,
Mhm.
we have Mr. Kuti, the famous lawyer. We
Mhm.
have Taha Ghayur, who's a big advocate into that, and a very good friend of mine. And
Mhm.
we have a lot of group of different areas discussing the most crucial area of the halal practice, halal trade, and how we can take it to the next level and elevate that standard of that industry.
Mhm. I want to touch upon more on the educational aspect and the cooking demonstration later on in this interview, but I'm wondering, who is the audience that you're expecting to attend this expo?
Well, mainly our business, like for example, from the grocery business, we're bringing Sobeys. They're coming to attend Loblaws, Costco. Not only attending, Costco's also exhibiting. Costco business section, business stores, represented at the show as a booth and also as buyers. So there'll be two different ones. There will be the Costco exhibitors and the Costco buyers. Loblaws, Adonis, Metro, Iqbal Food, everybody, even the logistic company that distribute the food, like Golden Food Services, etc., and Cisco. All these people are coming in to see what's the latest in halal products. Plus, of course, the investors and who want to invest in a franchise. For example, this year we got two big famous brands. Everybody knows about them: Laziz Shawarma and Burger Factory. They're going to be part of the show. One is a sponsor, one is an exhibitor, and that'll be also part of the halal franchise session that we're discussing how to invest in halal franchise. So the halal franchise, that's one of the areas that also been growing in GTA and in Canada and North America as well. We'll be touching on that. So it'll be a mix of different crowd, mainly business and investors, Some people want to invest into halal business, but they don't know how. They come into our show. Someone wants to understand how to be part of this business. Someone wants to be, represent the product from international or local, and you want to be a dealer or distributor here in his region. So it's a mix of different crowds. Uh, it's not open for public, unfortunately, because we're focusing on the businesses to business, and that's one thing that makes us stand out in North America. That we're the only B2B trade show in North America that is only focusing on the trade and the business aspect.
Hearing you speak right now, I'm wondering, this has been held a few times in the past as well. Are there any success stories almost of either a business that was expanded, got some investments, anything came out of the Halal Expo?
Well, certainly, we from the local and international, we had companies who tried to get local companies trying to get into the GTA market. Because of the show, they managed to enter that market. They did some private label. They did so many. They put their products on the shelf of big stores. And from the international, even the Korean company that came with us in 2019, that halal product that they introduced the first time, now you can see them at the Korean store as a halal product and other stores as well. So they're always there's something that you gain from the trade show. Not always a direct selling, but as you go, it helps you understand the market. It helps you generate leads. It helps you improve your product if it's not fit for that market. So when you come into our show, you tend to evaluate, do our R&D, because you are interacting with the buyers who understand the market very well. So definitely, it's always a benefit. And we had the success story with, like for example, Chaiwala, the famous franchise from the UK. Now as you know, they're growing massively in GTA and beyond. They were at our show and they were so busy, especially with their beautiful, tasty karak tea that they offered. So there were many, many that I cannot like recall all of them, but every trade show has a benefit. That's why it's so important for companies. I always tell them, not because I'm an organizer, I've been doing this for 30 years. Do not waste your time trying to reach out to clients, especially in Canada. Try to come be prepared for a trade show, come in, show your product, gain knowledge, gain the research and the competitive analysis, and then you'll launch it, because that's what my best way of penetrating any market that you don't know about.
Now, hearing you speak, I can imagine that many people would be interested in attending. How can people sign up?
Well, I am gonna give away a code for your audience, because they're gonna be watching you, so they're gonna be attending for free if they use a promo code. They have to register online, like every trade show. There are some questions that we have to know because we want to gather information of the type of people coming, and there will be a section where they have to put a promo code so they can waive that fee of $15 for the buyer and $30 for the supplier. So that's something that we will share at the end of the show for your audience.
Well, it certainly looks like it will be a fantastic time at the Halal Expo this year. Thank you so much, Brother Nasser, for sharing these details with us. It was great having you on the show.
But just to give you the share that the code, it's HEC, all capital, free, HAC free. That's a promo code. If they use it, then they can enter for free. And the parking also, we there's no parking fee. We took that from you. We paid for it. So thank you once again to Muslim Network TV, and thank you, Saamiyah, for the opportunity. I look forward to having you also on site. I'm sure you're going to be covering the show as our partners. We're very excited to have you again with us. We always love your TV because you always support any initiative, if it was business or culture or community. It's a great channel. I do encourage it. I do support it, and I hope it grows even to a bigger and bigger every year.
Likewise with you and the Halal Expo, Brother Nasser. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much.
Well, you heard it, folks. The Halal Expo is from May 17th to 18th this year at the International Center in Mississauga, Hall 4. Muslim Network TV's very own Dr. Catherine Bullock will be there, so make sure to drop by and say hello. And as always, thank you for watching. We could use your support for donations, so please scan the QR code on our broadcast or go to our website, muslimnetwork.tv, to make a donation. Help us continue to amplify the voices of Muslims in Canada and abroad. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.